just be very cautious in this environment. It is, it's not an easy one to trade. As you saw yesterday, we saw a bunch of people get wiped out. I mean, I don't know. Everyone that was in the stream did pretty fucking good, but we saw a bunch of people get wiped out yesterday. So, like that's one of those things where experience comes into play. Like I had been telling everyone. In fact, if you go look at the announcements, you'll see I was telling everyone, like, hey, this is going to be a shit show. If people are going to get fucking liquidated. CPI and a war on the same day. Sorry. And the news surrounding a war on the same day. And then, we saw it in chat. And that's not to knock anyone that did lose big yesterday, right? That's not.
No, I'm knocking on everyone.
Okay, he is. I'm not. But what I'm telling you, okay, what I'm telling you is that it's times like this where the value of community and experienced traders kind of helping shape that thought process. Like, that's the time where this is really valuable. When everyone else is losing their fucking shirt, right? Everybody else is losing their shirt. They're out sitting in the cold fucking winter all alone. And you could just make money off of them. Right? One man's loss is another man's exit liquidity. So I think that there's a really big I think that there's a really big argument to be made, right, for just taking advantage. Like, just take advantage. There's nothing wrong with taking advantage of a situation in the markets. I mean, hell, that's what we did with SLS. We saw that thing could be fucking squeezed, and then it squoze. Right? It squeezed. It squeezed and went like fucking 4x. And I don't mean foreign exchange. I mean as in 4x, a quadruple bagger on just common shares. So, don't be the guy that's gonna fucking lose it all. Just win instead, right? Come hang out with us in these streams. If it's your first time, welcome in. And, if it's not your first time, well, you already know how it is around here. So yeah, we're looking pretty bearish on everything. Riley continuing to hold up pretty well. It is nice and flat, which is okay. SLS slightly gaining. And I do want to just point something out. So even if you're not trading equities, okay, I want to show you something. Even if you're not trading equities, I want to show you something. What could we say about this candle yesterday? Chat, let me hear it. What could... Okay, it's red. I mean, yeah, it is red. See, Aspect, he's ahead of the fucking game here, man. Morning, Hova. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what we see here. So what we see here is very clear and defined support being hit right here on this liquidity level. Now, this one isn't as prominent as obviously the ones down here, but it is the most prominent one that we have up here in this area until we get down to like 520. So this was support being held and confirmed. You could also say that this was a draw on liquidity. Like, do you know how many people probably entered up here and then got bagged and stopped down here? There's probably a good chunk of them, to be honest with you. There's probably a pretty good chunk. So this little fucking maneuver where they just pop it up and knock it right back down, like, big money can make big money doing this, right? Because what you have to realize is that when something is moving like this, everybody starts chasing it. But they often start chasing the peak. And instead of that, anyone who's stuck with me for a long time, well, they bought it here, right? We actually got to buy it here. So, you know, things have been working out really well for us. What can I say? You know, I like to make sure that my fucking team eats, right? I want to make sure my team eats. That's all I care about. Everyone else, exit liquidity. If you're not on my team, you're exit liquidity. And that is...
And usually the people in here eat.
Usually the people in here eat. Absolutely. Yeah, Butts ate. I say Butts definitely ate. Ooh, yeah, look at that. NASDAQ to zero. AI slab. Go fucking draw it for us then.
It's not only for Nitro users. Can't you use stickers?
I think everyone can use stickers, right?
Should be.
All you have to do is just peel them off and, like, slap them on something. Even kids know how to use stickers. Come on, guys. Oh, you meant Discord stickers. Oh, my bad. I thought we were talking about stickers like great job, like when you do okay on a test in school, but your teacher wants to make you feel good anyway, so they're like, yeah, great job on your fucking C-, little Timmy.
Help me, I'm getting bullied.
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Man, damn.
The beatings will continue. And you know, all that you have to do, right, Icarus? All that you have to do is just, you know, you just, you know?
Yeah, okay.
You're like, oh yeah, that's super obvious. Yeah. Yeah, so Chevron's been doing really well as well. We already talked about that. Let's go ahead and talk about ExxonMobil. So ExxonMobil's doing freaking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Been stuck in this consolidation range. But as you can see, there's been such heavy volume up here that the point of control has actually shifted up in a really big way. And this is all super gappy, and everyone's like, oh no, but what about the gap that has to get filled? What about the gap at 112? Yeah, dude, you're not fucking seeing that while this war rages on. Not every gap gets filled. This gap at 108, yeah, that shit's not getting filled either. Like, I can fucking assure you. No Child Left Behind was a mistake. It was a mistake, Garrick. It was a mistake. So ExxonMobil doing extremely well, and excited to see what happens from there. One of the sleepers in this conflict has been British Petroleum, BP, right? Good old BP of having a pipe burst and destroying the fucking environment fame. don't know if you guys remember that. I remember that. I remember them using Dawn dish soap um, to clean off all the little ducts and everything because yeah, BP had a big pipe burst and it completely covered the fucking Gulf. Oh God, yeah, we don't talk about that aspect. Jobs. Ugh. I don't know. Let's see what that data came out to be. Jobs data today. Okay, well that's CPI. There's unemployment today, right? Yeah, that seems right. Surprise contraction. Okay, so I just want to focus on the surprise contraction. There was nothing fucking remotely surprising about this. Ugh. Yeah. Non-farm payrolls dropped by 92,000. Yeah, there was absolutely nothing remotely close to surprising about this. So this is what happens, right? This is what happens when you intentionally slow growth in your country by placing a ton of tariffs. Okay, so those tariffs, they are actually having the opposite effect of what everyone was saying that they would, right? They're actually having the opposite effect of what everyone was saying that they would. All over the news, you heard, oh, it's going to be good for manufacturing. We're going to bring manufacturing back. Well, number one, Americans don't really want to work in factories. You know, that's the whole reason that everything got sent overseas in the first place, is because they wanted fair wages to work in factories. And, you know, if they're getting paid fair wages, then that has to come from somewhere. And shareholders don't want to pay that. Right? It's way cheaper to send it over to China and have some fucking child work on it. It's sad truth, but it is truth. It's just the way the world works. And I'm not here to advocate for it, but bro, like that's how that fucking works. Can we talk about giving out evals? So here's the thing. If people start signing up like crazy, you know, then we can do fun stuff like that. But right now, we're just kind of keeping the lights on. So, you know, it is what it is. Nosy Dave, yes, we are holding Singh and Riley. I think a lot of, actually a decent chunk of people that are in this right now are holding Singh and Riley. So we keep coming down on ONDS, right? We're going to shift topics just a little bit. This is a drone company. So we can expect military drones to do really, really well, especially as this conflict is drawn out longer. And what we're seeing is very clear accumulation, right? We're just hanging out near the point of control. We've got some big draws on liquidity to the upside, big draws on liquidity to the downside. So, you know, this thing I think is kind of a sleeping monster. I've been long on it for about 9 months now, and I really do foresee myself holding this for another year or two. because of course it's easy to hold when you jump in down here, right? But I really do foresee myself holding this for a year or two. And I'm feeling very positive about it, despite its recent weakness. Now, let's talk about Sing. So, Sing has been on an uptrend, and recently that uptrend has gained a little bit more steam with news that their patent came out, or rather, it looked like they filed for their patent. It's a pretty big deal. Do I know who makes the Lucas drones? The American copy of the Iranian Shahed drone. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. You do not need to be worried about copying fucking shit from Iran. So why in the world would we care about copying Iran's tech when they're basically living in, like, I hate to say it this way, but they live in a shithole, right? They live in a shithole. They're cut off from basically the entire world economically, and they can't do half of what we can do. So, I don't mean to sound dismissive, right? Not to just knock it down immediately, but I could give a fuck less about Shahed drones. It's not about the tech, it's about the cost. 20 drones equals 1 missile. Yeah. But I mean, if we're comparing drones and drones, then I care more about Ondas, right? I care more about the drones, the drone infrastructure, and the drone defense systems, right? I like drones that kill drones, and that's what Ondas does. Anyways, getting back to Sing, right? Because I don't want to go over the global, politics of the Middle East. Basically, if I had to put that in short, they've been fighting for over 1,000 years, and they're going to be fighting long after we're gone from this planet. I don't think that peace in the Middle East is remotely achievable. So, it is what it is. There's your fucking hot take. You guys go ahead and clip that, share it everywhere, and they're gonna be, oh my god, he's such an asshole. Well,
Get cancelled.
Yeah, fucking cancel me. Fucking cancel me. I'll sit here and keep trading. You know what? You cancel me, I might even just come short your stock. I'll come short it down to the ground. Apple to 0. Okay, your favorite stock. No, I'm just playing. Okay, back to Sing. So Sing is singing like a bird. Now, for those of you that weren't here for it, we were talking about entering down in the 4s. And then we talked about it again at 5 and 6 and 7. And now it's 8.5. God damn, look at that thing go. Look at it go. You can even see that we drew a trend line because we were talking about, like, oh, this thing's super, super bullish, right? It's following the trend line. It's going. And then it just completely exploded. So, like if you are in this warrior program and you are following these swing trades, like, dude, you're doing great. You're fucking eating, okay? You're eating so much and you are so full that you think, oh, there's no way that clipped all over TikTok. Go ahead, send me to TikTok. Go ahead, send me to TikTok where all of the dreams of a potential truce in the Middle East go to die. I know that that's like it's hopeful optimism, right? It's the youthful optimism that, oh well, they can all get along. Dude, they fucking can't get along. Like, history just shows they can't get along. So, cancel me. There's your hot take. Also, I said Apple to 0, but I really, obviously, I don't believe that. I'm sorry, Apple. I know you guys are listening through my iPhone that's sitting right next to me. And Apple has actually been the topic of a little bit of discussion lately, because I think that with it holding above this 260 level, that we should see a return back towards the top of this channel in the next few weeks or so. Even just coming back up here would be pretty decent, like for any kind of options trader. I wouldn't say do it right now, but this is one that we definitely need to keep an eye on. It does move with generally the rest of the market, being one of the largest companies in the entire world. It's included in a lot of ETFs, and so when those ETFs get inflows, right? When those ETFs get capital inflow, Apple is the main beneficiary of it, just like Nvidia is, right? So not only do these things move markets, but they also move with the market, because everything is just interconnected, right? The best way that you could think of the stock market, to be honest with you, is it's like a big circle jerk. Okay? It's like a big circle jerk. And if you don't understand what is happening in the stock market, then you're just going to be in the middle of that circle, bud. You're going to be in the middle of that circle, and you're going to get a little surprise you don't want. So, the value of not only knowing history, but understanding how all of this works mechanically, and understanding that technical analysis is not astrology like some people say it is, right? It is actually studying the mechanics of the market if done correctly. And similarly, fundamental analysis isn't just for boomers or just for nerds. Like, that's how you can tell where a company's going. And if you notice that all the companies are super overvalued, well, congratulations, you might have just identified a bubble. So there are some really, really real applications of all of these studies, right? Again, looking back in history, you want to know why I was able to call out everything that's been happening with this Iran war? Like, for those of you that have been here, you know that all of those calls have been largely accurate. Is it because I have a crystal ball? No. Yes. I just remember. I do have a crystal ball, but that's besides the point. Okay, that's besides the point. The reason that I'm able to call all this shit out so far in advance isn't fucking magic. It's not guessing either. Like, we're literally just reliving my childhood, right? Like, I remember being a kid and all of this shit happening. Like, we've done this before. This whole Middle East thing, where we go and have to go fuck up the Middle East. Yeah, dude, this happens every 20 years. It literally alternates between the U.S. and Russia, and it's been like that for, again, thousands of years. How long have how long have the two groups over there been fighting? For fucking ever. So it's just not anything new. Right? And a little bit of basic understanding of history goes a really long way. So, I would always advise that you learn a little bit about these situations. You learn about how they played out in the past, and also join the fucking warrior tier. Because I'll just teach you. I'll just teach you every day. Except Saturdays and Sundays. That's when we'll let our brains rest. Like I'm telling you, if you guys are not in these daily streams, you are missing out. Because yesterday, like, we did great. And, you know, I watched everyone else get liquidated over trading and fallen for these fake fucking moves. And how many times yesterday during that pump initially in the morning that I know damn well that everyone chased. Chat, for those that were here yesterday, how many times did I say, I don't trust this, you shouldn't trust this pump? I had to attack you, bro. I had to attack you. I said it fucking over and over again, right? Because it was common sense. It was common sense. Like, why are we pumping? There ain't shit to get excited about. Why are we pumping? Great. I hope. I hope that you made profits yesterday. But all I'm letting you know, right, is that if you were here with us, then and following along, like right as we were doing everything and you know, kind of doing the right thing, then you would have been good. You would have been good. Probably been good, right? There's always room for a little bit of error. Right? These markets are hard to trade. They're hard to trade. And this is where experience really shines through. Like anyone can make a profit one time. Right? Anybody can make a profit one time. Anyone can make a profit 2 times. But to be able to consistently turn profits regardless of market conditions, I mean, it takes a special type, right? It takes a special type of person. And it also just takes a little bit of fucking discipline. It takes discipline. Ooh, there we go. Finally, a little bit of a breakdown on US 30. That's really interesting. Just 15 minutes away from market open. Are you guys fucking ready? I bet we're mega red today. I bet today fucking bleeds out. And I bet tech bleeds the hardest. And that's not necessarily like you know, like the mega cap tech. Ooh. Anna nearing $4 again. Dude, that thing is just so fucking wild. Ever since we woke that up and gave it that big pump in liquidity, that thing has just been so fucking wild and volatile, just swinging every day, up and down, 20%. It's just, it's disgusting. No, that's really interesting to see. But when I'm looking at all these individual equities, it's like a big sea of red right now. Like everything is just shitting the bed in pre-market. And I don't know that I necessarily see that changing. Like this might actually be the big move of the day. It might not even happen at New York Open. We'll see if we can break this structure here, right? If we can break down below these double lows, that would be very, very bearish and give us a very clear signal of what the hell's happening today. But go, give it a sec. I think it's time to enter a pre-market trade. I'm sorry, Icarus. Forgive me, Icarus. I have sinned.
Dude.
I'm entering a small short here.
The entire fucking week he's trading pre-market.
Hey, you know what? And we've been fucking printing all week too.
You lost the majority of your pre-market trades.
Yeah, and then I made it up in regular, okay? In regular trading hours. All right, Dick?
Oh man.
We're gonna use a real tight stop here. Stops at 780. Okay. Okay. Fucking Icarus. God, man, some people. Why
Go
can't you
on,
just
get
support
stopped.
me? Why can't you
Get
support me?
Because I'm
So
not
what if I want to have a little
supporting.
bit of fun? So what if I want to have a little bit of fun? Okay, traders just want to have fun, dude. Being a big old
Alright.
stick in the mud.
Well, I guess go to Las Vegas.
Why did I go to Las Vegas? I have the entire New York Stock Exchange right here in front of me. I don't need to go to Vegas. Vegas is like a 9-hour drive. Dude, I'm fired up today. Bro, who doesn't nut to this stream? I expect all of you to be pantsless right now and just having a ball. I'm gonna move my stop to 770, and we'll lock in some profits. Worst case scenario. Yeah. We haven't even really. I've had a little caffeine, but I haven't had a lot of caffeine yet. I just get so fucking psyched talking about trading.
Get stopped, nerd.
Not yet. In a second, though.
I'm pretty sure your stop line there got wicked.
The line didn't, but yes, I am stopped out at a very small gain. Okay, that was my pre-market trade. Yay! I thought that could be the real move.
Yo, Dennis, you missed some shit. Father was giving out some insane stuff.
Oh, thank you, Aspect. I'm so glad that you did that. Yeah, we were talking a little bit. We were talking a little bit about some stuff and some things as well. I talk about how fucking bullish I am on Riley. I'm talking about how the Middle East will never be at peace. And that's a pipe dream. Sorry, not sorry. You say that peace is just a truce away, and I say that a truce is never gonna fucking happen. Sorry, not sorry, kids. Yeah, peace in the Middle East. Yeah, that's a fucking joke, isn't it, Dennis? How long in our lives have we been hearing about peace in the Middle East coming? Go ahead, I'll wait. I'm still waiting on that peace. I'm still waiting on that peace. Peace is just the deep breath in between conflicts. Yo, Garrick is on a fucking roll. Exactly. See, Butts is a year or two older than I am. Right? Just a year or two. He's not an old man. He's very youthful.
Nah.
But he remembers all of the times that we have heard this same shit before. Right? We've heard it fucking over and over again. And it's just not going to happen. So, bet on the war, bet on the conflict. Just don't bet that it's going to end. That's the harsh truth. Don't bet that it's going to end. Look at that big drawn liquidity. Got this big doji. Drawn liquidity to the upside, drawn liquidity to the downside. I think that this thing's primed to go down, but to be honest with you, when you're looking at this, all you can say is it's primed to fucking move somewhere. Like, regardless of direction, it is ready to move. Which is really nice. We want movement, and we want really clear directional movement, ideally, right? Okay. Okay. So I am those who gonna billionaire in a few years. Fuck yeah, Conquer. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. All right. So I am. Wow, dude. Fucking Icarus being rude as shit in chat right now. This is fucked up.
What do you mean?
Yo, I feel personally attacked, raising the average age. Goddamn, I feel assaulted. I feel assaulted.
Good. Then I did my job right.
All right, guys. Well, I think you could agree that I am not fucking hype enough right now, and I need some caffeine. So, Icarus, would you mind taking it over for just a minute so I can go get my magical morning elixir that's gonna help me just go fucking nuts today?
Just say crack. Yeah, go on.
Well, yeah, of course it's crack. Of course it's crack. I mean, come on. Of course it's crack. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
All right. So, what do you guys want to hear? Give me some topics. Now, I will definitely not sing. You can absolutely write that off. What do you mean, boomer? I am so fucking young. So, Chosen, what I would be advising you to do is have an addiction to knowledge. That's the drug that you need. Lilo, I don't know exactly, but I would say in the course of a few months, if we break below the current channel that we are in on NASDAQ, on the daily chart, I would say about a few months, possibly 1 to 2. So, and gold at the moment is pretty bearish. We are down on the 15-minute candle, breaking structure to the downside here. We also got insanely high bearish delta compared to the volume, meaning that the bearish effort is bigger and forcing down prices. Aspect, I will go to Japan, but possibly in 1 to 2 years. Depends. But if I do, I am going alone. No shit. There. All right. Crypto is still consolidating. I'm expecting to go this a bit longer, like possibly 2 to 3 months longer. That's what I would expect from crypto to consolidate for until we break up, because we need to at least get to 75, 80K on Bitcoin for it to change its trajectory. I'm not sure yet, Swazzle. If I have the money, I would definitely get me a nice penthouse in Japan. Yeah. Nasdaq is still in a bearish trajectory. We might break down here on New York Open and reject off of like 24,580. That's a possibility. Any other questions in chat? Drop those questions. What do you mean, Iki? Let me take a quick look on silver. So at the moment, silver is at 86, leaning at 87. We have rejected the 83 line multiple times and also broke out of that. We need substantial volume to break above 96 if we go higher. Other than that, I would say if we go back to below 80, then we have quite the bearish market in which we can even go further down below to like 50, 60 around there. Oh yeah, no, I don't have a channel for the trades I go into because I don't take any swing trades. Like if you're a bit longer in here, then you would know that I usually trade in like the 1 second time frame, and 1 minute is higher reference for me. It's just preference. I don't like waiting for money. I like to make it quick.
Oh no, look. It's going to the moon. Psych.
And no, Mr. Dog, I trade in lots. I use CFDs.
You want to see if these nuts fit in your mouth? I'm sorry.
Yo.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. That was the low-hanging fruit there. Nasdaq to 0. Take it all to the fucking ground. Burn it down. Oh, it's phenomenal aspect. It was phenomenal. Low-hanging nuts. Exactly, man. Okay. We're open. We're open. What are we doing? We're open. We're open. Okay, we're gonna do our little pump thing. We're gonna do a little fake pump. You just fucking chill, guys. You don't chase. Let it settle a second. Let's get some nice clear direction. Don't chase.
US 30 is dying.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna wait a sec on that too. I think Nasdaq's gonna die. I got you, Unsung. You already know, bro. You already know. I'm trying to fucking. I just want to help you guys make money and fuck Wall Street over. Is it so bad to want to just fuck Wall Street over? Yeah, see, that's why we wanted to wait on US 30. You just give it a sec. I think that it just goes down, but you know, we'll wait a second. We don't want to get faked out. So we chill. We're big fucking chilling, guys. There's some weakness right there. You know what? I think it's time to put on our indicator. And if you guys are not familiar with this indicator, this is something that comes with the Warrior subscription, and you can have it as long as that subscription remains active. It's basically a big cheat code for the market. Give it a second. It just takes forever to load up because it is so code intensive. Thank you so much, Icarus, for making one of the most complicated to create indicators on the face of TradingView.
Just TradingView wrecking.
I think it's almost time to short US 30. We're very bearish here.
I want to give it a little more.
It's almost time. We're close. We're so close.
I want to see it break at least 800 because then it has a break of structure in the 5 minute.
Absolutely. And not only that, but you know, it would just be sick. It would just be sick to see. I'd love to see it break 800. And then we'd be targeting 746 first. That's really the next major liquidity level that's sitting right under this. So that's where we could expect a little bit of a reaction if we end up, you know, getting that. We just had some buyer absorption happen right here. There's like resting sell orders sitting right here at this area. Let's see if we just fucking get rejected off of that again. So far, it's just been a big shake to the upside, big shake to the downside. See, and this is where the experience comes into play, right? Because I can guarantee you that a whole bunch of people that are not in this stream right now were like, oh my god, the opening candle's green, and they fucking longed it up here, and then they got stopped out, and then they're like, wait, it's short. Oh, it's going down. They short, and then they get fucking liquidated there too, and then they're left, you know, penniless and clueless with no fucking idea remotely what's happening. So just, you know, don't be that guy. Moment of truth on US 30 here. Can we get down here? Come down here. Come to me. Come to me. We're getting our bear family out. And if you guys don't know, if this is your first time here, we always get this bear family out on the bear days. It's unbearable. Of course, we have we gotta have the mama bear, the papa bear, and the baby bear. And Goldilocks is, well, she's nowhere to be found right now. Really not trusting this pump on NASDAQ quite yet. I'd want to see us break above all of this. So we'll just fucking wait. We'll just fucking wait. We'll chill a little bit. We'll wait. It's better to wait and take quality trades than rush into some dumb shit and get chopped out. What about bull days? With bull days, we're just too busy longing.
We never long.
We haven't lately. We've been mostly short. This is turned into like the bear den, bro. Like we've just been shorting fucking everything. But you know, you trade the market that's in front of you, not the market you wish you could have. Would I love a world where everything goes up? Yeah, we had that for years. We had that for years. And I keep trying to tell everyone too, like everyone's a genius in a bull market. In a non-stop bull market, everyone's a genius because all you have to do is buy the shit and hold it for a little bit. But it's when things get tough, right, where the real traders get separated from everyone else. Because what does it matter if you made 500% and then lost 100%? Like, do you know how percentages work? Do you know how percentages work? Because that means you lost fucking everything. So it doesn't matter if you gained a bunch, if you lose it all at the end. We had some really big rejections on NASDAQ from these liquidity levels. There was like a little trade that probed up here, rejected.
But that's the reason people
quite
like
weak.
gambling. You can
Yeah.
win 1,000% and only lose 100.
Yeah. I guess you're not wrong. You could win 1,000, you can lose 100. But if you're at the point where you could be losing 100, then you're not doing this shit right. We had big draws on liquidity to the upside right there, and on this current candle, I think US 30 is about to break down.
Yeah, I've entered on US.
Yeah, I'm about to right here. All right, I'm entering small short here. And we're filled. Oh, I got to fill at 8:15. Whoa.
I blame that totally on you. It was going my way until you entered.
Well, fuck you, Icarus, okay? You just short it more. Come on, we know you're the market maker. Short it more. Ooh. Ugh. I'm not worried about this. I don't even know the stop set. Just like wholly unconcerned. In fact, I'm actually going to short more right here, I think. All right, there we go. I shorted. Oh, ah! You better stop running up on me, motherfucker. You better stop running up on me. Who you running up on? Nah, I'm gonna have to get out of this. This is brutal.
Depends how you look at it, but at the moment, Father sharded.
Yeah, literally. Come on. Drop down for me. Drop down for me. Yeah, I'm gonna get out right now. All right, I am out. Took a bit of a loss there. That's okay. What if I just turn my volume down, because Icarus is muted on my end, but I'm getting reports that he's echoing somehow. I'm gonna have to turn my volume down on my headset. I'm just jamming out, listening to this AI generated shitty music and Icarus' sweet audible gold voice.
You can fix the echo extremely quick by just downloading fucking TradingView.
Yeah, just mute my stream if you're having issues with Icarus echoing. You can mute my stream and not me. I mean, you can mute me if you want to as well. I mean, I don't give a shit. You know, that's up to you. We just have to do it this way, so that way he could be heard on YouTube, right? So that way, if anyone wants to go watch these later and learn a little bit, then, you know, they're able to. I just don't fucking trust this pump, man. I don't trust this pump on US 30. Like, this thing's gonna fucking die at some point. We're just waiting on a nice break of structure. I don't even know. We don't even know who Timmy is. Was it Timmy from South Park? Is that who we're talking about? I think Nasdaq's probably about to be ready for a short here. Yep, we're close. Entering small short Nasdaq. Okay, I'm in. I got my fill at 759. Get the actual fuck out of here. How are we retracing? Don't retrace up, you son of a bitch. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to set a stop up at 780 here.
Wait, did I hear you saying responsible?
Yeah, I'm going to be responsible now. Took a little bit of a loss on that US 30 trade. That's okay. That's okay. Nobody is perfect. Except for Dennis. Dennis is perfect. There we go. There we go. Drop for me. Oh god, you could drop so good. I know you can. I'm gonna move my stop to 770. Moving stop to 770, and we're just gonna chill. We risked a little bit. We're not out of the woods yet. They're holding back orders. Orders being held back. Something's happening. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're probably gonna have a big fucking move. No? Yeah, a little bit. You always know that they're about to do some fucking shit, man. Every time they hold back orders. You know how often orders get held back and then it just gaps? Like, that happens all the time. It's because they have to be able to front run our orders. Right? And skim every single penny they can off of retail traders. That's also the whole reason that they do all this choppy shit. Like, sometimes it's genuine market indecision, but a lot of times these moves are designed to separate you from your hard-earned shekels.
They just want the retail money.
All right, we're gonna go stop to 760 here. Considering we shorted at 759, we are largely de-risked. You could even set it to break even at 59, right? You could even set it to break even if you so choose. There we go.
Yo, father, my short is working on US 30. I
Oh,
held
my
through
short
all
on-
that.
My short on Nasdaq is working. Yeah, I figured it was gonna go down. I just had to de-risk myself before that run got even more stupid. Because again, like, sometimes the market is irrational and nonsensical, and the market can remain irrational far longer than you can remain solvent. So, you know, you got to accept that irrationality and respect it. Stop at 735. Give ourselves a little bit of breathing room to watch this thing fucking tank. And what were we talking about in the morning, right? Is that or rather, I guess it's still the morning, but at the beginning of the stream, right? What were we talking about? We were talking about how this thing looks ready to fucking die. Stop at 720 now. just update that on my end.
Anyone who was in the
And
US 30
let's
shorts
go.
with me still, you can put your stop on break even.
Our stop is nice and in the profit.
I'm still working out the contract terms with US 30 right now.
Still working out the contract terms. You're like, yeah, you know, we're still debating. You know, they came with an offer. I had a counter offer. We got our people involved. We got our lawyers involved. There we go. That's what we want to see. Okay, stop to 700 even. We're deep in the fucking profit.
Fill those pockets.
There we go. And stop to 690, 69. That's not the funny number anymore. Apparently 67's funnier. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm old and the world's confusing to me. Stop to 680.
Bro's gonna become fucking Joe Biden. Old and confused.
Old, confused, yelling at clouds. Whoa, I'm stopped out. What the fuck was that? That was a quick retracement. Okay, well, that was, I mean, a really good trade, though. We got a nice 70-point move on NASDAQ, which is, you know, phenomenal. Yeah, today's wild. Long live 69, exactly. Yeah, mute that volume bar. Mute that volume bar. You don't need to hear my stream. We just have a little bit of music on for the recording on YouTube later.
Alright, I took profits on US 30 here.
Yeah, it's kind of sitting there. Got a little bit of a supportive bounce from the value area low, and it's just sitting right here on the point of control. So I definitely see why you took profits, and great job everyone that followed along on the NASDAQ short. And if you held through that US 30 short, like, you're fucking braver than I am. You got balls of steel. And in the event that any women held through it, ovaries of steel. Of course, we have to make sure that we are being that we're being nice and equal and fair to everyone.
Okay. Exactly, Swazzle.
Oh, Swazzle talking that shit right now? Women have balls. Yeah, you're not wrong. So the thing is where women carry their balls is generally they're carrying their husbands inside of their purse. That's how that works. Because, you know, I'll talk a big game, but then when my lady asks me to do something, I'm like, yes, honey. Everybody could talk a big game, okay?
Yo, I'm glad I exited US 30 here. Damn.
Yeah, we're just slowly watching the world burn. One trade at a time.
Alright guys, this is a group effort. I need everyone to put a bear on the chart so it can go back down.
Yeah, everyone, we need bears. We need bears. Mr. Dog, I would not be surprised at all to see that. Oh, man. This retracement up is goofy, man. Look at that big draw on liquidity right there. I'm kind of fucking with the point of control right now. Right? Let's see what happens as we mess around with this point of control. Let's check on our good friend US 30. Okay. Okay. I guess you got some shit going on. Just kind of waiting for another opportunity here.
If US 30 even holds the current level at like 950 or something, I'm even tending to go long.
I would want to see it break like 970, to be so honest with you. I'd want to see it break 970 and then start to kind of trail up.
You're missing your stuff on Nasdaq right now.
No. I'm still waiting. I want to see continuation of like this move down. It looks like it could happen very soon.
I'm gonna be right back. 2 minutes.
All right, everybody, you heard him. 2 minutes. Start the timer. 120, 119. I'm just kidding. Yeah, just wait. Exactly, unnamed. See, and unnamed is one of those people that's been here from the very start of the streaming on this NASDAQ server. And I can tell you, unnamed has made crazy progress. Oodles of money. Just by pressing buttons. Like, what's fucking cooler than that? XQU, if you really want to long oil, your best bet is really going to be to just long the oil companies and literally forget that you own them. I'm entering a short on NASDAQ here. Okay, I'm in. I'm in at 663. Let's see what the DAC doing. Oh, yeah. 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 I'll set my stop at 670. Limiting risk. Oh, we're going to be responsible today, guys. We're going to be responsible. Why? Because we don't want to have a day that kills us. So we trade responsibly. And right now, we're limiting ourselves to a $7 move against us. And that's, I mean, obviously, we'd prefer if that didn't happen. But, we always need to bear in mind that can happen. We need to plan for the worst. 6-7, yeah. I know you can't see it, but I'm doing the thing that the kids do with their hands. I don't know, man. I don't know about 6-7. When I was a kid, 69 was our meme number, because that's the sex number. Whenever someone would say 69, you'd have to say nice. Riley potentially coming down to test the point of control at 758. SLS actually holding up really well considering everything else is just fucking dying, and so is NASDAQ. Holding up pretty well for a risk-on asset. These draws on liquidity to the upside, showing a resting sell order here, are pretty fucking big. Okay, move and stop down to 660. We are now solidly in the profit. You can actually move it down even further. Move it to fucking 650 here. All right, now I'm going to go update. And we are good.
Oh, I think shorts are on the menu on US 30.
We've been short NASDAQ. pretty much
I'm a drop
like right as you left.
I'm a drop in
You
US
stopped
30
down
here.
to 630. All right, stop adjusted. Oh god, it would have gotten hit if I didn't adjust. All right, there it goes. All right, I'm stopped out. I'm stopped out. We're good. We're good. Anna is starting to fly again.
Is it?
It is.
It is.
It's looking beautiful. We had a nice little rejection off the point of control here. Let's see if we come up and test it again on US 30. Okay, that's the retest. Can we confirm it as resistance? So far, that retest was successful. It is still resistance. Couldn't even get up to it that time. US 30 shorts might be on the menu here in just a sec.
Yeah, I'm already in the water.
They're holding back orders. Okay, see? And that's what I'm talking about. You guys see how they held back the order and then what? We jumped $8. Right, it's because they want to front run you. To get all their shit in before your orders start hitting. I want to see how we react to this value area low on US 30, but I think that US 30 is about ready to short. Oh yeah, 420 was a good one. 420 is a good meme number. You're right. I know that was totally like a minute and a half ago, but
man, this is boring.
You can absolutely say that, Pip. We welcome it. Is Pip in here? He sent me a message.
No, he's not in here.
He's not in here. Well, he was like, I don't know if we're allowed to say I love you, but I love you. You too, bud.
He doesn't like to make money.
No, he's getting better. He's getting better.
He just hit daily loss limit yesterday.
Yeah, everyone has to learn, you know, at their own pace and in their own time, right? One of the biggest things that especially new traders have to learn is how to, you know, get rid of those emotions. Like that's why I'm just sitting here fucking joking half the time, right? Like just because we're chilling. We're chilling. You know, like I'm just hanging out with the homies and shorting fucking everything on the face of the planet. Iranian leadership is saying that the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed. So you remember we were talking about this, like, we were talking about this financial war of attrition to see who can last the longest, right? And that definitely seems to be the strategy. Pardon me. That definitely seems to be the strategy here. So, you know, take that for what it is. That was a big fucking drawn liquidity.
On US 30, yeah?
NASDAQ too. They both just did it. You know, I kind of missed December when NASDAQ was just choppy as fuck and we were doing great. And all we had to do was buy US 30 and fuck off because it was just so steady. It was nice when they weren't coupled like this. We had a little bit of a divergence between the two.
US30 is just creating gaps all around.
Yeah, I'm a fucking wait on this. We made back our little loss from that first US30 short with all the subsequent shorts. So now we're green. We're big chillin'. What's up, Barry? You long for the silver days? That could happen again. In fact, I think that silver is going to have some more craziness. Like, it's died down a little bit, but I don't think that it's it's completely dead here. Like, I think that there's going to be some movement coming at some point in the near future. Let's see what US30 does if we just fucking sell off from this level again, because we've had a pretty predictable range so far to trade. We're running into a little resistance, but we want to confirm that probably by touching the value area high. So, sit, wait, relax, chill. Be nice and calm. We were talking about Ondas and pre-market. Apparently, they just inked a deal with Palantir, the world's largest and leading AI company. And that is super, super interesting. Because what's scarier than AI-powered drones? It's like something from the Matrix, man. They're going to take over. I don't know. Did you, Lilu? You want to know how early I talked about Palantir? Just kind of watching. I don't really want to long this pump right now. You know what? I'm gonna do you guys one. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna show you something on Palantir. And there's a few reasons that I don't do this, right? I don't do this because, I'm not here to flex, I'm here to teach. But Palantir happens to be something I know a little bit about. Just kind of watching, not seeing what I want quite yet. Still holding, by the way. So this is what I'm telling you guys. Like, if you want to make some real fucking money, then you just gotta hang out with the money-winning crew. Like, I literally sift through hundreds of companies every single month to give you guys the absolute best of the best. Pardon my shitty little circle drawings. Pardon my little circle drawings. I just wanted to highlight what I wanted you to look at. And for those of you that don't know, Palantir is, believe it or not, Palantir is not at fucking $18 anymore. Which is like the average. So, believe it or not, Palantir is not at 18.
So you lied about your $2.
It's $2.
Add like 5 zeros to it.
It's $2. God. How can you have $100 if you don't have $2? I have $2. That's what I said. I have $2.
Straight up lies.
That's not untrue. I have $2.
I'm sure US30.
Yeah, I'll do it. Fucking read my mind. I'm entering short here. Alright, I'm in. This thing's fucking touchy today.
Yeah, I couldn't just bear it, so I just went into 1 second chart.
Oh, I'm cool. I'm big chillin'. I do have the 1 second unlocked now. I just don't want to do it.
Do you?
Yeah, I got TradingView Premium against fucking every fiber of my soul.
Why? How?
I'm gonna set the stop up at 950. Alright, it's now set. And immediately fucking hit. Alright, US30. You fuck right off, bud. You fuck right off. We're still doing great on the day, though. Still doing great on the day. Right, because what do? We add to our winners. As something is working out, that's generally when I scale in a bit. And plus we hit some fucking massive moves on US30 and NASDAQ. But we are two losses and 3 really big wins today.
I think I might just long US30
What,
here.
Flacco? This guy in free chat saying ICT has a higher win rate than order flow if you execute both of them perfectly.
You mean bet?
I'll just give him a skull emoji. Oh shit, he's got $3 to his name. This guy's fucking rich. Oh, we got a nice little rejection off this liquidity level for US30. We're just big chilling right now. We're hanging out. Waiting for a potential break of structure here on NASDAQ. It's not happening quite yet, but, you know, keep an eye out for it. This liquidity level just got tested and held as support. So, you know, give it a sec. We short weakness, not strength. I kind of like this double rejection up at the 970 on US30. Obviously, we want to wait a little bit longer because there is a little bit of a bullish order imbalance at play here. But there is potentially something coming. There is potentially something coming. What is it? I don't know. But I do smell the opportunity in the air. Point control shifted down. We just rejected off of it once, twice, 3 times. 3 times. Can we do 3 times?
No.
Yeah, we
I
just
want to
did.
see it go up.
You want to see it go up? Why?
Because I'm in longs.
You're in longs on NASDAQ?
And US 30.
Oh. I'm waiting for a break. I want to see us break this prior action from pre-market.
I'm long from
yes. Literally right after
962.
Literally right after this we are. Right after this stream. Just to be clear. Riley holding up on the point of control. We're just kind of fucking around on it, so give that a little bit of time. And I think that everyone here that's in Riley is aware of the situation. I've been writing about it like crazy. Just been watching the situation for the last few months. We had a really big trade on it that ran over 100%. Ooh, there we go. Good job.
All right, and taking profits here.
Yeah, take profits on US 30, guys. Don't be greedy. NASDAQ potentially about to break up to the top side. Breaking this high and this high would be pretty bullish. Or do we just go back into the right back into the consolidation channel? I guess we'll see in a second.
No, I'm not getting insider info. I can just read the fucking
insider.
chart.
Oh yeah, Garrick. I haven't done that yet, but I've been doing that like every day for the last few weeks. So I'll be doing that today again, too. And to be honest with you, I'd love the 10K before Monday. It's not so much, Barry, about like waiting for 1 candle or 2 candles, right? We're not going to quantify it that way. A lot of times we wait for the current candle to close and for the next one to begin. But really the main thing that we're looking at is we're looking at structure, and then we're looking up here at delta off of our handy little indicator, right? So we want to see a break of structure here. And we trade with the momentum. You just kind of go with the flow, right? You don't ever go against the grain when you're trading, especially if you're trying to just like day trade, scalp. Like you work with the momentum, you follow the trend, right? So right now, what are we doing? We're trending up on a low time frame, right? This is the 1 minute time frame. Overall, on the higher time frame, we're trending down. So there's opportunity on both sides. But right now, I'm kind of watching for longs because I want to see how we react to this level up here, and how we react to the value area high is probably going to be awful telling. Same with this, right? Not necessarily the value high here, but these previous highs, right? The prior highs that just got printed in the last like hour or so, 30 minutes really.
Bro, my stream just got taken down.
What stream?
On TikTok. Live access suspended.
Dude, they kept
reason
fucking
was-
doing that to me too.
Yeah, they said like dangerous activity and absurd challenges.
What?
My
Guys,
exact response.
apparently shorting a dying index is an absurd challenge. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
I might have to swap over to YouTube at this point.
Yeah, that's where I am. TikTok just fucking pissed me off, man, every single time. Like I post shorts there. Like little edited clips of what we do here, but I can't do it live. I can't do it live because every time I try, they deny me access. I bet if I had a stream that was all like, oh, hey, let's do positive vibes, guys. I think I want to enter US 30 short here. Yeah, I'm entering. All right, filled. Filled at 928, and I am going to set my stop up at 50. 950. See, what do? We got the bears. We got the bears. You know, the our forefathers, okay, our forefathers here in the U.S. guaranteed us the right to bear arms. You just watch. This could be a buff-ass bear, bro. Oh, no, not like this. Not like this. No, no. Do we just like mirror that? Is there a way to mirror this? We need this.
Sadly not.
This is fucking dumb. How can he? Okay, you know what? He just has one arm. He just has one arm because TradingView won't let me fucking mirror it. Anyways, you see him, dude? He's a buff-ass bear, bro. We have the right to bear arms, and there we go. We have bear arms. Go ahead and move your stops to 895. Making sure we're locking in some fucking profit there. I'm just adjusting it on my end. Okay, we're good to go. And you see how easy that is? 1, 2, 3, short it down. See, this is the reason we could arm bears. Yeah, you can't tell them shorting's easy. You can't tell them shorting is so easy that's how money gets taken away from retail traders. And that's why you see some people that are like, oh, well, it's un-American to short. You shouldn't short. You shouldn't short. Like, yeah, dude, you just don't understand the fucking market then. Okay. And I hate to be so blunt about it. Okay. But if you don't understand the usefulness of shorting and really the place, right, the role that shorting has in capital markets, then like you're mistaken. You're mistaken. Okay. Moving stop to 870 even. So short selling, abusive short selling is different. Okay. I'm going to say this. Abusive short selling is different. But short selling has a legitimate purpose, right? And that is to make sure that bulls don't go out of control and overvalue something severely, right? And skew the entire market. Because what would happen without short sellers? Well, you would have assets that are way, way overvalued. Hell, you have it even with short sellers. Now, of course, being a short seller, you have to understand the risk that you take, right? The risk that you take that somebody can come in and load size and decide to fuck you over. Stop to 855, by the way. We're just slowly trailing this bad boy down. See how we react to value area low. You see why we did all that fucking waiting, guys? Do you see? Witness it. Witness it. Stop to 830. That's above the value area high now, or the value area low. Stopped 830. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a short seller. Like, should we applaud the guys that are trying to literally bankrupt companies? To me, probably it depends on the company. If it's one that I like that I'm long in, then you're a big piece of shit. But if it's some garbage company like Neo, then like short it to zero, take it to fucking zero. Like, I'll short it with you. We'll be homies, Still just holding stop at 830. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Riley's a little bit red on low volume. It's not like a big deal or anything. Wow, what a short. Boom, boom, boom. You see how easy that is? Gang? You see how fucking simple this is? Easy as 1, 2, 3. Beautiful US 30 short there. Absolutely marvelous. Hey, man. Okay? You're doing great. Heh. Hee hee. Ha ha. Hoo hoo. You're doing great. Now keep it up. Keep fucking killing it. Alright, let's see if we get opportunities last few minutes. How did I know where to enter? So, the way I knew where to enter is because we broke this structure and we had a bearish order imbalance, and you can see that on the delta, and volume started picking up and everything was being transacted on the bid, and we also put this big beefy fucking arm on our bear, which is clearly the reason that it went down. It's clearly because of the bear arms. That's the big thing. And yeah, there's not a dumb question when you're learning. The only stupid question is the one you don't fucking ask. That's a stupid question. The one that you're embarrassed to ask, and so instead of learning, you just sit and stagnate and you're idle. That's the stupid question, is the one that you don't ask. So yeah, you need the bears and bulls with arms. So bulls don't have arms, they have hooves. Okay? They have 4 legs, no arms. You ever seen a cow stand up on its hind 2 legs? A bear can do that, a cow can't. Right? Cows have hooves. They have legs and hooves. Lilu, that's what this entire stream is about. This entire stream, this entire room, the Warrior Program, which, by the way, if you guys aren't signed up, like, let's be fucking real. You just made more than the cost of an entire year of the Warrior Program if you took those trades. So, just fucking join. Like stop sitting and watching and wishing and waiting, because nobody's gonna make this fucking money for you. Like, you're gonna have to go and do it yourself. But you know what? I'll be here with you. So just come join us. Like, you see the success. You see that this works. No, they don't get the swings in the free subscription. That's for Warriors only. for warriors only. So all of these big swings where you're seeing, you know, like if you go watch the video in announcements, right, you're gonna see what those swings do. Like the amount of money you can make off of those swings. Like, just fucking be there for it. Why leave money sitting on the table? You know, if you're letting the money sit on the table, then you're kind of just letting ego get in the way, to be so honest with you. And ego is not a good thing for traders to have. Not in excess. There is a guide from Icarus that he made, and he could probably explain it a lot better anyways. Barry, it really depends what you're looking for, right? So the warrior tier is all the live streams, all the content that we've been coming out with. We have a little bit more planned pretty shortly. I'm just kind of working on a few things. And then the legend tier is like literally sitting with me one-on-one and going over some things, right? Doing like live one-on-one mentorships that are kind of tailored to just what you need to learn. Yeah, so there's no access because, drum roll please, it's part of the Warrior program, right? But as you can see from today, where everyone else is getting chopped the fuck out again, we're doing phenomenal. Potential short on US30. Give it a sec. Let's see if we can test this value area low. It just shifted down. Ooh. Okay. We're a little froggy here. Kind of jumping around a little bit. Can we conquer the value area low? That's the question. Can we conquer the value area low? Because if we could do that, that's a very strong directional signal. Yeah, it's literally that, Nitrom. And literally, haha. Like, skip your fucking McDonald's for a few days and learn how to trade. Oh god, dude, this thing's so close to being ready to short. Like, we've kind of broken the structure, but we're still just testing it, and we're holding this value area low. I want to see it break, and then I think that would be the point where I pile on, and regardless of however, you know, that ends, that would be the last trade of the day, unless we just straight up don't get the opportunity. So we'll see what happens here. But we want to wait. There we go. All right, entering short. I'm in. Short on US30. YM for future tickers.
I'm short on Nasdaq.
Setting stop to 750. We fucking already in profit. God damn, that was quick. Damn, boy, he quick. He quick as hell. All right, zoom to the bottom. Let's speed run to zero. Speed run to zero. Yep, you too, Lulu. That was close to hit my fucking stop on that trace, on that retrace. I mean, we're in profit, so like regardless, even if this gets hit, like it's okay. I would just prefer if it didn't. It'd be a lot cooler if this just went to zero right now. Ooh, asking you shall receive. moving my stop to 735. Making sure we're locking in even more profits.
Taking
Riley's
profits
getting
on
hammered today.
Nasdaq.
I'm out.
On
Stopped out. I'm out. All right. Well, I think that was a pretty good day. So congrats to everyone. Glad you can come in and hang out and make some fucking money with me. If you want to do this every single day, then join the Warrior tier. Just subscribe. Like what? You won't pay $69 to make fucking thousands of dollars? If you can't see the value in that investment, like, dude, you're in the wrong motherfucking game. First off, okay? Because if you won't invest in yourself, then how can we trust any of your decisions surrounding investments? So just fucking join in. Come and hang out with us every day. Make some money. And
the other thing
stay
is,
informed on the news.
this doesn't even cost remotely close to what other people charge.
Yeah, literally. Like we went out and we did a bunch of research to figure out what the pricing should be, and we saw people charging, $500-$600 a month, thousands of dollars, and we were like, you know what? That's a fucking ripoff. Like we could do it cheaper. So, you guys have a golden opportunity here, and I think if you ask our warriors that are in chat, like they're all going to tell you the same fucking thing, that their trading game upgraded a ton just by hanging out with us, right? Like there's some of these guys that have known me for years, so no, I don't stream in Warrior after this stream. Sometimes we do Power Hour, but generally it's just like 3 days a week are locked to the Warriors, right? So Tuesday, Thursday are the free days, and then every other day are days that you guys are missing out. Yeah, fucking TJR charging $5,000 to make fart noises in your ear. I'll just teach you how to trade and make money instead, because that's what I give a shit about. Can't speak for everyone. That's what I give a shit about. If you guys like money, then you probably care more about that too. Plus, I'm not going to teach you fucking ICT rebranded 40 times. Like, just chill. Just chill. Enjoying. All right, everybody. Fantastic job today. Be sure to post those gains in free chat. Let everyone know what they're missing out on by not being in these fucking streams. And cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Take care. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.